to really shorten it. And so for this morning's meditation, I wanted to do one on gratitude. As we kind of close out the month, I'm sure even in just 2 months out of the year, so many things have happened, both in, I'm sure, our personal lives, but also in the world. And so it can be kind of difficult to be existing in the world where there's a lot of things happening, again, both personally and just at large. So having a gratitude practice can be a really grounding thing. I've had to use it a lot. This past week was very difficult for me. There's a lot of job stuff going on, lots of work stuff, and being able to remember the things that we're really grateful for and being able to find the silver linings can really be great. So let's get started with that this morning. So as usual, just finding the position that works really well for you, making any adjustments that you need as you're sitting on your couch or your cushion or whatever it is. And we'll start with a little bit of stretching. Let's do some neck rolls this morning. If you want to do something else, that's totally fine. Or if neck rolls don't work for you, please do something else. But we can bring our chin to the chest. And then we'll just start with some half circles here. So bring the left ear to the left shoulder and relax your shoulders down. So making sure your shoulders aren't bunching up towards your ears. So just relaxing your shoulders, good. And then we'll start rolling over to the right. So we'll just do these little half circles, just feeling the stretch through your neck, through your shoulders. Letting your breath be a little bit longer here. Really just enjoying this slight release of tension in the neck and the shoulders. And then if you want to, you can tilt your head backwards and do a full circle all the way front to back. But if that doesn't feel good on your neck, don't stress it. Just do the front half and that will be definitely good enough. And you can switch directions if you were doing a full circle. Okay, nice. And we'll do a few shoulder rolls here. So inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down and back, really kind of puffing out that chest on the exhale. Inhale, shoulders round up. Exhale, shoulders back. And you can really lengthen your breaths here. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders back. Nice. We'll now lean over to the side. So if you're on a chair, you can just like put your hand on your hip and then left arm stretches up and then lean over. If you're on the ground, you can use the ground for support with your right fingers tented. Good, so just feeling the stretch through your side body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can look up. If it doesn't, then look straight forward. Okay, and then come back to center. I'll do the same on the other side. So if you're on a chair, left hand on your hip, and then just lean over. If you're on the floor, you can tent your fingers. Good, just feeling the stretch all the way through your side body, all the way through your right fingertips. Okay, and then coming back to center, really nice. So just making any final adjustments you need before we start today's gratitude meditation. And then when you feel ready, you can gently close your eyes. To start, just relax the body. Let the breath move in and out naturally. Let your face relax. Your shoulders. Your hands. Let them relax. Let your spine be straight, upright. Let your posture be dignified. And then relax. Let your hips and your thighs relax. Let your calves and your feet, let them also relax. You've taken this time this morning for yourself. There's no need to do anything right now. There's no need to work right now. You can just be here. Notice any sounds in your environment. Just listen to them. Try not to identify them as good or bad, or label them with their source. Just listening openly, like an antenna, picking up signal. Feel your feet on the ground. Just noticing the support of the ground underneath your feet. If there's any other parts of your body touching the ground, or if you're on the floor, feeling those parts too. Notice the temperature of the ground. Notice the feeling of the contact. And moving to your hands. Maybe first the left hand. Noticing the sensations in the left hand as it rests in your lap or on your thighs. Do you feel any tingling, vibration, heat, coolness, numbness? Just noticing what you're feeling in your left hand. And moving to the right hand. Observing the contact points between your right hand and your own body, your lap or your legs. Noticing the temperature here. And any tiny movement or stillness. And then feeling your sits bones as they rest in the chair or cushion. And feeling the support underneath your sits bones. Feeling the weight of your torso on your sits bones. Good. Now for today's gratitude meditation, you have the option of placing a hand on your heart if you would like. To start, think of something that we're grateful for that happened this morning, just today, from the moment you woke up until now. Identify one thing that you're grateful for, that you experienced or had the benefit of. Picture that thing in your mind. Notice how you feel as you imagine it. Really take in these positive feelings, even if it's something so small. Smile into the memory of whatever it was this morning, even a tiny thing that you are feeling grateful for right now. Next, think of something that happened this week. Anything that happened this week or you were the beneficiary of this week, for which you feel much gratitude. It could be a person, maybe a place that you were at, an activity that you did, an experience that you had. Try to get specific. What was that one thing that happened for which you are very grateful for this past week? Again, it can be little. It's okay if you're having a difficult time thinking of something. Even the smallest gratitude will help. Just picturing that moment or that thing, and letting the warmth sink into your bones. Feeling the glow of whatever that was embrace you. And finally, in your head, reflecting on this past month. I know that might be a little bit difficult since so much happens in even a week, but maybe just thinking a little bit further than that. What's one thing that happened this past month for which you are so grateful for? Could be a person, an experience, a place. Maybe it's just a feeling that you had. Bringing yourself back to that moment, that place. Noticing the feelings in your heart as you remember, as you feel gratitude for having this in your life. Again, feeling the warmth as you submerge yourself in this thing that brings you joy and happiness. letting it melt all over your body. Feeling the light in your heart as you remember this thing that you're very grateful for. So we'll take a few moments to just be here, noticing your breath and your body. Relaxing through the body if there is anywhere that began to tense or constrict. Continuing to let those feelings of gratitude and warmth be present here. Next, we'll think about something that might be troublesome for you in your life. It could be something very small, like maybe it's just a little chilly in the room you're in right now. Or it could be something that's more troubling for you. Pick something at a level that you feel you're equipped to work with this morning. Maybe if you're already feeling stressed, don't think about the thing that's extraordinarily stressful and pick something a little easier. Now, in this situation, I invite you to ask, what's something I'm grateful for, even here? Even in this situation, what is something that I am grateful for? Don't worry if it's difficult or if the thing you're grateful for seems small in comparison to the difficulty. You may hear a voice in your head that says that doesn't matter. That little positive thing is so dwarfed. And that's okay. Just listen to those thoughts and then come back. Imagine that thing, picturing it in your mind that you are grateful for, even in the difficult situation. It doesn't negate the difficulty, but it might be something to hold on to. Feeling even just the tiniest bit of warmth, the tiniest bit of joy that comes even with this difficulty. Again, if this is hard, that's okay. It can be hard to find that silver lining. It takes practice. Okay. So now returning back to the present, feeling your breath in your body. And relaxing through the body, letting go of anything that tensed up, that started to constrict again, just letting it relax. Good. And coming into the present moment, I invite you to answer the question, what's something I'm grateful for at this very moment? What's something that I'm grateful for in this very day? Thinking about maybe less an event or a particular thing, more about your life as it is, maybe something that you're anticipating that will happen. I'm grateful for this right now. Picturing that thing in your mind and letting the warmth fill your body. Letting yourself relax into this gratitude. I am grateful for this today. And to end today's meditation, I invite you to think of how you want to show up today. How do you want to move through the day? What intentions do you have to help cultivate more joy for yourself and others? The intention can be broad, like to be open and listen, to be kind, to be generous, to be loving. Or it can be specific. Take 3 breaks today. Just taking a moment to set some intentions for how you want this day to go. Maybe even visualizing yourself embodying those intentions through action. And it's always good, at least for me, to remind myself that it's okay. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. Okay, really lovely. So to end, we'll just take a big breath in together. Big breath in, fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill the chest. Good, good, good. And then a big breath out. Okay, and then you can glance down, gently open up your eyes. Maybe look around the room and reorient. Maybe seeing the things that make you happy in the room that you're in or the place that you live, and just feeling some appreciation for that. Hearing the crazy rain going on and feeling some appreciation for the plants that are getting fed right now. Even though it's causing a lot of trouble for Teresa. Um, but thanks everyone for joining this morning. I'm going to stop the recording now. So if you're watching online, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to stop it.